Well, I'm the king of the streamers, oh, the streaming VIP. I reached the top and had to stop, and that's what's bothering me. Every Monday night I make bad decisions and invite people around. You can be just like me. I'm tired of having you frown. No, do-do-do. You want to ask me questions now. You want to make some decisions and make your life better. Oh, I'll give you some bad advice real soon. It might not be good for you. Later on you'll ask questions to see if I am lying. If I am, you'll give me a zets and that'll start me crying. Some of you may win stuff, most of you will not. But it's nice and out here tonight, it is a little hot. Oh, Lou, welcome to Bad Advice. We hope you have a good time tonight. You do, if you freak like me, you're good with all this too. You're good with all this too. Do-do-do-do-do. Slippers, man, didn't warm up my voice. Just started screaming. Hey, welcome to the show, gang. My name is Brian. Your name is, whatever it is. You can yell it. I can see it here on the thing. Hey, Jenna Coffee McCofferson, Bobby Moncrief, welcome. That's me talking. Hey, Kelly Rose. Hey, Mark Lemos. All the folks that show up. Early folks arriving to the show. Appreciate people that come later to the show. Welcome to you as well, even though you're, if you're watching this when it wasn't live. Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know. It's the day after, so you will have heard about it. Oh, did you see what happened on that show where that guy did that thing? And I'm the guy, and I'm about to do the thing. What I got going on over here. Okay, woohoo, bad advice. That's by my crease saying that. Stephanie Burned saying hi. Hey, guys, the show Bad Advice comes to you live from my backyard and comes to your guys' place, wherever the hell you're watching it. I recommend put it up on your smart TV. There's all kinds of ways to get it up there, of which I don't really know anymore because my smart TV has decided to stop talking to my Apple TV, which is not communicating very well with one of my remotes, so pain in the ass. But, it's all right. Not going to sweat it. So however you're watching the show, it's fine with me. I'm about to say the same thing I always say when I do this show. It's like if you're watching on Patreon and if you've yet to hit that play button, you kind of have to. Now, we know that by now. Those of us that are, you guys know it. You're patron experts. I'm Patreon creator, so I guess I have to be an expert. When you watch the show over, who am I talking to? See, I'm still doing it. I'm still talking about it. No one can see me explain that to you. If you're sitting on page, you know what? Oh, you know what I should do? Hang on, I got a window open. I'll just click on this. I'll make a comment. Join the conversation. We are live. I won't contractualize that. Click the play button to join us. Why Patreon does that? I don't know. It's stupid. And yet I make them money. Hey, any show about bad advice, you guys can ask whatever question you want. I didn't see there was any pre-questions today. I don't really study them, but I certainly glance at that post. Didn't see any action there. That's totally cool. We can do it live. Most of our questions last week came in live, and I'm totally cool with that. But before we do any show that involves me giving bad advice, hey, man, hey, lawyers get involved. The Karens get involved. The people that bitch and moan get involved and ruin the fun for everyone. There's like some spots on my glasses. Oh, I just realized I sneezed into this. All right, let me just take the glasses off. Oh, I'm going to need them right now. Never mind. I'm going to need them right now. So I put a post up every day of the show. Every day I do one of these shows. It says, write a disclaimer for me. And it is disclaimer time. Yes, Poppy. And yes, Bobby, you win by default. You were the only one. Hey, Lewis, what's up? You were the only one that wrote one this week. So congratulations to Bobby Moncrief. And it is ahem, and I am reading this for the first time as follows. Welcome to Bad Advice, the show where I, Brian Howard, try to give you the worst advice I can think of for your problem. This is if I can stay focused on the topic. Occasionally I have a strange thought that pops in my head. Did you know that it takes 1,100 pounds of pounds to pop a head? I saw it once on Games of Thrones. Did you know there is a new series out for Game of Thrones called House of Dragons? Speaking of houses, did you know I produced this from my backyard? Where was I? Oh, yes. Don't follow the advice. It's bad. Count digressions and enjoy the show. There you go. Mr. Robert Moncrief. I didn't really read it in character. I just kind of, I should have, here's what okay, that is if I stay focused on the topic. Occasionally, I have strange thought that pops in my head. Hey, did you know that it takes 1,100 pounds to pop a head? I saw that on Game of Thrones. Hey, did you know that there's a new series from Game of Thrones called House of Dragons? Speaking of house, did you know I produced the show from my backyard? Or was I? Yeah. Oh, anyway, don't follow this advice. It's bad. Count digressions. Enjoy the show. There you go. One time a cold read. Second time, a bit of an acting. A bit of a hand gesture acting. And we'll go with that. And we'll do the kids these days who can't just seem to be in a picture. Have you noticed that? The younger they are, the more adolescent and teenagery they are. Go through the internet. It's hilarious. Any group of young men from high school or junior high school posing for a shot. I don't. What does that even mean? This was peace. This is British for that. So I don't know what that is. It's British double that. So there you go. It's sideways. It's sideways FU. That's what those damn kids are saying to us. And if I'm going to do a show that involves you guys taking bad advice from me, I think it's only fair that I get bad advice from you foist in a little segment I like to call Holy Crap, What the Hell's in My Mouth? Now, we got to get a better name for that. We're not going to call it Holy Crap, What's in My Mouth. We're not going to do that. Where's that thing? Okay, we're going to call it Shots. We always open the show with a little bit of a drinky drink. I'm a bit of a beer drinker, as you guys know. I don't shy away from brewed items and foamy heads. But I'm not much of a liquor drinker. You broader drinker, you liquor drinker. We're going to do tonight gin. Gin is gin. It's fragrant. It smells of elderberry and applesauce. I don't know what it is. Is this gin? Fine, I guess. Is that a good gin? I don't know. Guys that know booze, is that good gin? I obviously bought it for one of my cocktails and craft shows. I can see where that would be pleasant to sip. I like it if it were like ice cold, though. Ugh. I'm all right. Change this shot just a bit. All right, whatever. So the things I can mix with that gin, and I'm going to mix it tonight in this cute little mason jar thing I found. I'm going to put it up to there, obviously. In fact, I guess I'll do that now while you're watching to know that I'm not trying to pull a fast one on ye. On ye? What, am I still at work? All right. I did a lot of accent stuff this weekend. If you saw me at the Northern California Renaissance Fair this weekend, you were lucky because I was quite in accents. Accents? Accents. Is that a term? I don't know. I'm moving my windows around. Give me a second. Okay, I want this window to be huge. Okay, I want it to be like that. And then I want to, all right, we'll get back to it in a second. I just got to arrange the window the way I want. That's not the way I want. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, where were we? Oh, yeah, so what are we going to mix with that gin? We have one of four items. Item numero uno. Hey, get it, uno. Salsa. Organic, thick, and chunky salsa. I bought this to take to the Northern California Fair last week to eat with some chips and with my sandwiches and my foods that I bought. And it was with some stuff that we had bought Thursday, the night before I left to go on up there. And Maria, my wife, unpacked the bag, and I meant for it to stay packed and just sitting there ready to go out the door, which I thought was silly and funny. I told her that. We had a little laugh about that. And so I put everything back into it the morning I left. And then I hung out for a few hours and had coffee with her and did other things, a few other packing things. Oh, no, what did I do? I put them back in there before I told her that. That's what it was. Then I went and did shower and get ready to go or whatever the hell I did, pack the truck. And she had unpacked it. It was like a jokey joke, and that's funny. Then I packed it again, put it on the dining room table, which in our little house we kind of use as our catch-all table. Proceeded to forget it. So I forgot my damn salsa. Not too happy about that. So anyway, there it is. Hey, it's unopened. And if it weren't unopened, could I do that? Just joining the show, my name is Brian, and of course you know that because you're a Patreon of mine, and this is Bad Advice with Brian, the weekly live stream which answers the question, what? And no, and maybe, and only when it itches. All right, now I'm going to have a shot of gin. Not really a shot, a little, I don't like calling it shots anymore. They're gulps. I'm a big man, I can gulp. And you're going to decide what it is I gulp down with my gin. Okay, so number one was salsa. Number two, ground cumin, which I didn't realize till just now is also kind of a Mexican flavor, which is probably even in salsa, but oh well, that's okay. Ground cumin, a powder. We have 2 powders tonight. Oh my God, we have 3 powders. We have 3 powders and one, well, kind of a liquid. So our next powder, tomato bouillon. Tomato bouillon from Knorr. Knorr. I know that you pronounce the K. You're wrong if you're saying Nor. It's Knorr. Tomato bouillon, and they have a chicken on the front. Knorr also sells chicken bouillon. And I would not be surprised if, whether it was me that bought this or the wife that bought this, that we were probably trying to buy chicken bouillon for some recipe and came home and saw that it said, oh, I just read the bottom, with chicken flavor. Oh, crap. This just got like, this is a worse item now. Ugh. Oh, sorry, I don't want to telegraph my opinions. Chicken and tomato bouillon. And I'm going to do this every now and then, bring back an item from the week before that didn't win. This was in last week's. It's another powder. It's that powdered cappuccino that did not win. Doesn't mean I want it to win this week. We're going to do that. I mean, 4 new items every damn week, that's exhausting. It's why, does it juggle is such a hard thing for me to do. Anyway, so powdered coffee mix with the little choco bits on the back. We will put that in there if that wins. In reverse order, I guess. Tomato and chicken bouillon. Am I saying that right? Ground cumin. Am I saying that right? Is it ground? And salsa. Regular tomato salsa. Now I have a poll coming up for your lovely faces. And I'm asking the community right now. There it is. You can make that. The poll will shrink down probably at the top of your chat. Vote on the one you want to win. All right. Hi, Jenna Coffee. Oh, I already said hi to her. Wait, where am I in this thing? Oh, I'm way behind. There we are. Okay, there we go. Robert says, thanks. Guzzle for Shuzzle. Is that, yeah, that's what Maria wanted to call it. Oh, speaking of which, I got to send her the link. She's obviously not a Patreon of mine because that'd be stupid to, have the wife be a Patreon of mine. Oop, now we're back over here. What the hell's going on? Okay, there we go. There you go. Is that going to work? Hey, it worked. Cool. For some reason, I'm having an issue with my dock. It's only showing up on one monitor, but not on the one right over here at the computer. And I don't want it on this monitor over here. I want it on the other monitor. I want to close the dock. Anyway, let's see what you guys are talking about over here. Ben Forever. Oh, Dan Bartlett. Oh, back due to a weird quirk of schedule. Hey, well, glad that you're here, Dan Bartlett. Sorry I'm talking so fast. Stephanie Burndon said, none are not that bad, but I'm going cappuccino. Hey, you know what, Stephanie? I don't need that kind of attitude. Stephanie Burndon did. Until you figure out how many damn consonants you need in your name, you don't judge me. You get out the salsa and the gin at your house. And the strawberry and the chicken tomato bouillon and the ground cumin and the coffee. Sure, you could say coffee is like a beverage, so that then fine. The other 3 aren't beverages. Oh, I get feisty. I get feisty when you guys call me out on that. Brian, you are, however, yes, I'm always a Patreon of Maria. That is true. Dan Bartlett, who for some reason put the Swiss flag up there. Whack-a-dildo? Why are we saying that? I'm here to learn about that chicken thick and chunky salsa or that chicken thunky salsa. If you go by the name, that was one of my dancer names and my finishing move. That punchline works for every joke. Thick and chunky or chicken thunky. Either way, man. Okay, let me see how the poll's going over here. All right, where's my poll? It's on this screen somewhere. There it is. Click. Salsa, 44% of the vote. Tomato bouillon, the other 44% of the vote. And 11% of you weirdos going for the powdered coffee mix. No one gives a damn. No love for the ground cumin. So it's a dead heat, guys. Salsa and tomato bouillon, which means we have to kill time a little more. Which means I might as well get the salsa. Well, I'm not going to open it yet, because if it wins, then I'll open it. Because if not, it's fresh. And I'll take it up to Northern California with me this weekend. See? I know how to do this. Do both. Slippers. Not the way it works, Jenna Coffee McDrunkerson. How do you have coffee in your name and drunk? Mix them. Again, Dan. No. You guys are very demanding tonight. You guys know what comes in this show. You know what kind of hell I put myself through for this hour and a half to 2 hours I do this show. You know how I end it in a strange fugue state of alcoholism and things in my body and aching neck. You know all that. How dare you push my buttons? Please. Please, Dan. It don't work that way, buddy. It was better when you weren't here. You know I'm kidding. That is true, Stephanie. I grabbed these pretty quick, and you're right. 3 of them, if you combine them, are, yeah, there's already cumin in this. All right, I didn't do a good job. I'm sorry. Let's see what's in here. Vinegar, onion, cayenne. I jumped over all the wet ingredients. I'm going to the spice ingredients now. Organic dehydrated garlic. Doesn't mention cumin at all. So there you go. And let's see, there's cumin in the tomato bouillon. Probably not, right? Ingredients. Oh, man. Big words, man. Big words. Can't read any of them. Oh, they're in Spanish. Oh. Okay. Well, the ingredients are in Spanish, and I guess the word cumin's the same, right? Let me go back to it. Sal, that's salt. Fucho de maíz, something with corn. Azúcar, that's sugar. Chiet de palma, that is the very top layer of Louis de Palma from Taxi. Polvo de tomate, that is potato puree. Clurajo de pasoto, that is the Spanish version of Cujo. Yeah, I don't see cumin in there anywhere. But you guys are right. I didn't pick so well tonight. We still have a tie. Only 9 people are on live. That's the problem with doing this show, or not everybody joins live. Ouch. Spank me again, kind sir. No, Dan, because you want it now. See how it works? You want it. We can make another. Let's make another. Let's end that poll. Okay, we're ending that poll. No. There's your results. Salsa, tomato bouillon. So I'm going to write what, all caps, and then we'll go salsa, and then tomato slash chicken, because it is chicken. Bouillon. I think that's how you spell it. Oh, big old typo. Ignore the typo. You know what I'm trying to say. Okay, there we go. All right, ask the community. All right, coffee. You're just yelling coffee? Oh, coffee didn't come. Don't even. Stephanie Burnington, give it up. Coffee lost. You're like a Bernie bro. November 9th, 2016. Okay, guys, I simplified it. It's there at the top of your screen. Salsa leaps ahead, 71%. Tomato chicken bouillon hovering at 29. There's only like 9 people watching live, so if I get like 2 more votes, which I think is probably not going to tip it, it's looking like salsa's going to win. But let's wait a second. Yeah, there you go. Tomato chicken bouillon. Somebody just hopped on. Somebody hopped on and went, I'm going to change the results. Spraying myself with my pleasant repellent because we got bugs out here. Smells good. Good for the skin. Dear Mr. Howard, we the Patreons, as of present, kindly patrons, as of present, kindly request that you do both. You know, Robert, until you can put a goddamn sentence together. Dear Mr. Howard, we, the Patreons, as of present kindly request that you do both. Dear Mr. Robert, I, the performer, as in the Patreon, kindly say no. I know everybody's asking for it. Bring it back next week, and I will do some convincing. The coffee thing? Maybe, Stephanie, maybe this sad little coffee item will just become the sad black sheep of this part of the show. Every week we play this game, you guys, and you'll get this, and little by little, it'll win over. And how much you want to bet? I use it one week, and it's horrible. Because remember, we don't know. You guys are all assuming that how things are going to be. Oh, this one got more votes. It's got 11 votes. Oh, more people have shown up. Ooh, should I wait then? No, it looks like it's salsa, guys. It's salsa. All right, there's your results. You all know that salsa, of course, and you hope you saw, I think you did, hope you saw the damn thick and chunky. So you know what that means. Oh, hot though. I get nothing to drink except gin. Hang on. I gotta top the gin. The gin. Oh, already I hate it. Already this is fucking horrible. Oh my God. I don't like gin. I just realized, guys, I hate gin. By itself, like this. Gin and tonic, gin and lime juice, gin and juice. Okay, we always use a heaping teaspoon. Because you know what's going to happen as soon as it goes in here. Watch. It's going to separate. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I don't think Cumin might make that better. Ugh. I want some chips though now. Maybe my daughter will bring me some chips. If I ask her. Hang on, let me ask her to bring me chips. Please bring me tortilla chips from table. Tell her where they are. Okay, if you just joined us, guys, we're at this camera, and my hair looks weird as hell. I didn't realize how creepy weird my hair looks. No product in it, just up and walking around today, and there you go. That's the hair you get. We're doing shots right now, and we're doing it with gin and salsa is what I've put in here, and you can already see it separated, and you already know. Oh, look at all those. Oh, look at them. Look at that. You people that thought, who was that? Stephanie wasn't. It was one of you, Jenna. It was one of you called me out. None of these are too bad. That's exactly how you talk. That's exactly how you talk. None of them are too bad. That's not so bad. Look at that. Oh. That's something that's happening behind the Grateful Dead. That's what that is. That's a Tiffany lamp at some hippie's house in 1974 when he has a black light poster on the wall. That's what that is. That is... Oh, I had 3 others that they're all really bad. And I have taste, so I'm not going to do the other one. I had one. I'm going to skip the one I was going to say. That's when you see that in the toilet. That's when you call the doctor. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That is every 12-year-old girl's nightmare in the middle of science class. It's kind of the joke. Gross. Sorry. That's bad. Oh. Gross. You people. Quit stalling. Every week, one of you. Quit stalling. And yeah, I'm going to mock your voices this week. Slippers. Let me get a beer going. Let me get one out. So I'm ready. We're going to have more. We're going to have some Swamis tonight. I know this isn't the beer show, but some of you are always curious. That's what we're having. India Pale Ale Swamis. It's in a can. All right. Stir, stir, stir. And I'm going to stir it right up till I drink it because I don't like the chunks coming in after the liquid. I want it all going down. What shot am I on? There we go. All right, so here we go. Gin and salsa because you wanted it. God. It's just the texture. It's, oh. spicy too. It's just the texture is so bad. Guys, in the next coming weeks, don't be surprised if during this part of the show, we get rid of all textural stuff. It is so bad. And I don't know why. And we've talked about this almost every week on the show. Why is it that the texture is the worst part? Try it. It is, man. The flavor. Okay, earlier in the show, the one of you that says these are not that bad, you probably meant flavor. And you know what? You're probably right. Salsa with a little bit of booze in it. That won't be that bad. Get a chip, have a good time. But I should have stalled for the chips. Well, they haven't arrived yet. Is my family even in this house? Oh, they might be gone. Damn it. I haven't drank the beer yet. I'm being a big boy. No me gusta. No me gusta. And it's the psychology. Now, you saw that time. You guys saw that time. You can't call me out this time. I did not stall that long. And normally I psych myself out, right? I think about it too damn much. And by the time I do it, my brain is already ready for it to be horrible. And I figured, no, I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to do it relatively quickly, pretty quick. But still, as soon as it got here, my brain went, oh, chunks. It went, chunks are coming. Chunks are in the mouth. They're not sweet chunks. It's not like it's gin and like smushed up raspberries, which might be delightful. It's tomatoes and onions and jalapenos and just chunks, salty flavors that you normally love. And that's the problem with this part of the show, folks. I am little by little changing my mind on flavors that I used to like. I now have sense recall. You guys know that. I told you about that. Whenever I bring tequila to my nose, I remember that time I did the tequila and the relish, whatever the hell it was, or the onions, whatever it was. And now if I eat this salsa tomorrow or later tonight, if I'm ever brought chips, I'll think of that. I am taking delightful, delicious flavors that any grown person in their life should enjoy until the day they die. Salsa, gin, tequila, rum. And I'm ruining that part of my head. I mean, it's like my medication that makes me not have anxiety. The doctor said this is a kind of medication that is designed to make you kind of rechart some neural pathways. Oh. Welcome to Chunks with Brian. Jenna Coffee McCofferson. That's my finishing move. I'm waiting for the applause emojis. That was fucking hilarious. Yes, I'm wearing gray and green. I look like some Eastern European cop on vacation. Chunks with Brian. I'm going to sit there and enjoy that. Bug. Somebody did ask me a question, so we'll get to that. Don't forget the questions you ask at the show for you folks who haven't been here in a while. Let's make them advice-themed. I will answer the question, no problem. Make them advice things. Thank you, Sierra Mundi. But also not too heavy. Nothing too heavy, guys. It is a lighthearted comedy show. Make them real as possible. If you need advice about what to do with your front yard, a minor medical issue, not a major one, something with your car, something with your kids, something with your lifestyle, that's totally cool. Just noticed something kind of weird. Oh, no, I see what's going on now. Okay, cool. Oh. So keep that in mind when you ask questions. Now, I do still have the Patreon window open. And, oh, no, that's not the Patreon window. Where the hell is it? Is it this one? Oh, it's behind this one. Nope, it's not that one. Where is it? It's over here. I'll find it. I got two screens going here. Yeah, and I still have a problem with my, Did I close it? I may have closed it. No, I closed it. No, I didn't close it. It's open. There it is. I found it. There were no questions today. Now, I didn't get the thing up early enough probably, or I didn't promote the show enough. By the way, there is a new video interview over there with my good buddy Shelby Bond. So if you're not on the Patreon page, after the show's over, go check that out. He gives us a little history on how he got started in the Ren Fair biz, and it's really cool. Oh, Bobby put a question up. But I guess what I'm trying to say, guys, is in the chat, drop your questions off. And if you want to have another window open with the bad advice question post, and maybe I made a mistake, this week's visual for that, I always put a funny visual up for that to catch your guys' eyes. It's just the standard video shot of me with the black eyeshadow on that you guys know and love. And that's the one that you normally... that usually promotes the show, not that link. Does that make sense? So my question post in Patreon maybe was a little disguised. But let's get to the first question. I see your question, Bobby. We'll go back to Sierra Mundi, which I still think is an awesome name. What do your neighbors say about your backyard antics? I don't know if they can hear me in the bunker. My neighbors are survivalists. It's very, very weird. Every night I finish the show, I hear them digging. And then I hear a big metal door. And 13 steps down. And then I don't see them for 2 weeks. Every night after I do the show, always this show. And then the week later, they're not there because I just said 2 weeks that they're gone. The week after that, they show up again, but I'm still doing the show. So back down the stairs again. So Sierra Monday, I don't know what they think of me, but I think they're frightened of me. Every now and then I throw beef jerky and dehydrated water over the wall to get them back. Bobby Moncrief asked, one of my favorite East Coast acts, Barely Balanced. I wouldn't call them an East Coast act, but okay. Just left the Maryland Renaissance Festival for Carolina Renaissance Festival. How can I and other FOBs that are beloved followers show how much we miss them at our respective fairs? Well, what you do is you carve their name into your forehead. Now, it's Barely Balanced, right? So I think a BB would work. You get a razor blade out, B, Bobby, and then you go to the fair with the BB bleeding on your head. And don't forget, if you want to promote Brune, spell the whole thing out. I have a very short name. Barely Balanced, that's 11 letters. Brune, that's 5. And yes, I had to do that math. Let's see how close I was on Barely. B-A-R-E-L-Y. Yeah, it's more than 11. B-A-L-A-N-C-E-D. Okay, there are 14 letters. I tell people that all the time. They say, man, how do we get you at our fair? We'd love to see you at our fair, Brian. You do the Brune Show. We love you we saw you at blah, blah, blah fair, but we live in blah, blah, blah. And I tell them, you might want to consider moving out of blah, 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 because it sounds like a place that people just kind of want to get it over with really quick. It's really a small town. Blah, 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 yada, yada. It's cafe, yada, yada. I think, and I tell them, I say, just mention my name. So I think Bobby's trying to get under my skin because he's talking about his favorite act being another act that's not me. Damn it. Damn you, Bobby. No, that's cool. The Barely Balanced kids, as I think I can call them because I'm old enough, are a delight. Any act you want to see, just, you go to the little information booth, you go on their website, contact the fair. Hey, I saw this act, really like them, Barely Balanced. There you go. I want them here. And then just don't, you know what? If you really, really like an act at a fair and they have a partial, a couple of things to keep in mind. A lot of these partials, that's what we call it in the business, by the way, when you're only at like Maryland, last time I checked, was a 9-week fair. And if they're only there for like 6 or 3 or what have you, and then they go to the other gig, usually they want to go to the other gig. Okay, so don't get mad at Barely Balanced. And don't get mad at the fair. Often it's the act's decision to only do a partial at Maryland and then heave on down the road to Carolina. I will say this, the Maryland Fair is a non-hat fair, which means the Barely Balanced folks are being paid a little more than they'd be paid, or hopefully substantially more they'd be paid at a hat fair. But from what I understand, non-hat fairs, of which there's maybe 3 in existence that I know of, don't really make up for the hat. You guys all know the hat, the baskets we put out. A lot of us, myself included, I'll tell you guys this, it's not for public consumption, but I think I've said it publicly before. That's the majority of the income I make. The day rate from the fair is considerably less than what I make the day of hat. You guys are more generous to me as a whole than the fair is, really. There you go. And I'm okay with it because it's fine. It keeps the prices down. You can get into most Renaissance fairs for less than $35 tickets. Some of them are $40, but that's rare. way less than a day at Disney, which is like 120, and you got to apply for it, and there's a whole screening process, and they have to take a skin sample off you, and they put it into a little chip, and you wear the chip. They stab it into the inside of your soft palate, and then when you walk in, they scan your face. That's how you go to Disney now. Are my chips coming? No. I messaged the girl for chips. Hey, what are you doing? Just yell from there. Say hi to the people.
Hey!
That's Maria. I thought you guys weren't here. I asked for chips and they didn't arrive. Is she,
I was busy.
but she's always, I didn't ask you, I asked her, and she's always on her phone. She's ignoring me. She's ignoring my daughter's ignoring me. I would like tortilla chips brought out so that I can eat this salsa and get this goddamn monkey off my back of combining salsa with gin. All I need is for a young 16-year-old girl who is completely capable to walk out here and bring me the goddamn salsa. That's all I need. Could have done Crazy Eyes better without the shades. So that's how you get your favorite act back, Bobby. The funny answer, of course, is carve their name in your forehead. Now, but go on the damn website. Dear Maryland Renaissance Fair, though it has been many a moon since I have graced your humble shores, of all the performances I have seen there over the years, there have been several which have been brilliant and wondrous in many ways. One of which is Brune, of which you have not hired back for many a moon, for reasons of which there's a lot of psychology going on, but we won't mess into that. But the Barely Balanced Children, they're fantastic with their comedy balancing acrobatic show, and they leave to go to North Carolina for some reason. And I say, Patooey! Patooey! Down with North Carolina! Especially the parts of it that use mustard in their barbecue sauce. Mustard and barbecue sauce is heinous. It's a pox upon all of the people of Raleigh. The only place where Brian once spent a night, 3 nights in a hotel room that was supposed to be non-smoking, that smelled of the Marlboro Man because it's North Carolina, and that is their premier cash crop, tobacco. I would like very much if Barely Balanced were kept at the Maryland Renaissance Fair in Crownsville, Maryland, for the entire 9 weeks of its run, so that I may be amused by their humorous antics and balancing and fire well, they don't do the fire there, because Maryland is also not only a non-hat fair, but it's a non-fire fair. They have many rules in Maryland. But it is a fair that does have a raw bar when Brune was last there. Not that Brune cared, because even though he's from Maryland, he never quite caught the taste of oysters. At least not raw. Yours, very sincerely, and hopefully, Robert Moncrief, Esquire. And let me know their response, because I would love to know their response to that, because that would be awesome. If a neighbor who played guitar and ranted incoherently to a camera multiple times a week, if I had a neighbor who played guitar, sorry, this came from Sierra Monday again. Wait, that's 2 for you. That's all right. Oh, Kelly Rose, I won before you. Sorry, Sierra Monday. Let's try to be fair, guys. Let's try to be fair. Let's put this up here on this screen, because screens. Uh-oh, I did this last time I did this. Whenever I blow up the YouTube chat with my fingers, make your own joke there. It tends to fight you on reframing the screen. Come on, let me stretch the screen out. There we go. Okay. And then it won't let me scroll it. Okay, there we go. Let me scroll it, you bastard. I gotta shrink it down, don't I? I think I'm okay. Advice, how do I get my dog to stop barking at everything? Snip, snip. Cork and duct tape. God, make these hard, guys. How do you stop a dog from barking? A cork and duct tape. Again, I refer to you people to the disclaimer. This is a comedy show. I have a dog. As you know, I think she's actually walking around out here somewhere. Okay. Just on that joke, I had to say something to you, because that could have been creepy. I'm going to close that window. Hey, if you just joined us, this is, whoops, that's the wrong thing. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to post something again. Oh, did I just post it again? What did I just do? I don't know what's going on. Oh, no, I want to go here. Just joined us over from Patreon. Welcome aboard. Remember, if you did just join us on Patreon, whenever I do these live streams, Patreon does not, and I think I did. I think I just reposted the show. Oh, no, I didn't. What did I do? There we go. All right. You have to click the play button is kind of what I'm trying to say to you. You got to click the play button. Okay, so here's my chat over here now. What are we snipping? Well, the vocal cords. Do dogs have those? I don't know. Do they? I guess they don't. That was the joke I was going for. Again, okay, the next few minutes of comedy, guys, and chat with you folks is probably going to be very heavy. And I'm sorry, especially if you just lost an animal. I won't even do it. We'll keep it lighthearted. Maria may have just shown up. People are saying, hi, Maria. Oh, no. She's just walked by. I sent her the chat, the show link. She may join the chat soon. Again, I am not her favorite live streamer. I'm not. She goes to other live streams. She goes to Kristen Lynn live streams all the time. She's watched Thomas Tuesdays. She's seen Bill Larkin. These are all popular live stream friends of mine. How often did she come to my show? Rarely. And yes, I just looked around to make sure I'm not getting in so much trouble I have to sleep outside again tonight. My dog, Lucy Bart. Here's the thing. Comedy answer, you tape the dog's mouth shut. Okay, now, as you guys know, coming up soon in the show, we're going to do a whole routine, as you know, with a shock collar, a dog training device. Thank you, Marnie Milky. And we did use the device, not that one, but one on Lucy. She's a 90-pound German Shepherd. Our previous dog was a 47-pound Aussie mix, not as barky. Lucy feels like it's her job. That's how she's bred. She's freaking 100,000 years, or maybe not that long, but a couple hundred years. Oh, no, I heard recently, Maria pointed out that all the dog breeds we know have all been made that breed literally within very short amount of time, like 200 years. Not even that, like really short. If you went back in time to, let's say, pre-colonial times here in America, Middle Ages, which is only, 1,000 years ago or whatever, all dogs kind of looked like just rando dogs, rando wild dog critters. No poodles running around, no chihuahuas, no French bulldogs, none of that. And then, I don't know, maybe you guys are dog fans and you know about the truth about this. So all the breeds we know and love, a lot of them, they've really only come around they've only been on the earth for, a couple centuries. So a German Shepherd or an Alsatian, depending on who you ask. I don't know why it's called Alsatian. Do you guys know about that? Yeah, some nations will call a German Shepherd an Alsatian. And I have no idea why it's called that. So if anyone wants to look that up, put that in the chat, please do so. Enjoy the top of my weird hair today. What the hell's going on up there? I don't know. Look at that. This is where Frodo and Sam got separated from the rest of the fellowship, and they had to go around that big lake where the dragon was. It's the wrong book. Sorry, nerds. And then they went over here, and that's where they threw the ring in. My head is a map of Middle Earth. And you know what? I think I do have some product in, so I think so we can do the rest of the show like this if you'd like. And I can walk into Laverne and Shirley's apartment next to Michael McKean. Aw, it's a sad reference. That guy died. Not Michael McKean, the guy that played Squiggy. Lenny, played by the very talented Michael McKean, still walks the earth. But the guy that played Squiggy passed away a couple months ago, last year. Very funny guy, very talented. I liked him in League of Their Own when he's up, because he was the guy up in the booth talking about. Remember League of Their Own? He's up there in the booth saying, "So the Peaches are pulling ahead," because I'm trying to do an impression of his voice. I can't. He's got that kind of voice. Come on out, guys. The ballpark. It's a lovely day. Bring the kids. He's trying to encourage people within the sound of his radio voice to come to the ballpark, and it's charming and nice. Thank you, Stephanie Burnett. Yeah, okay, so back to the shock thing. So we had one that was triggered by barking because Lucy was becoming a problem because we could not, and we do know the dog psychology. We're trying to be good about it. Whereas if you get excited, they get more excited. So when a dog does something you don't like and they're doing it because they're excited or hyper and you yell, no, down, stop, that's what, you can't do that. That's the wrong thing to do. Anybody that watches that guy, Cesar Milano, right? The dog, Milano? It's definitely Caesar. Cesar Milan. You all know what I'm talking about. Dog whisperer. He goes up to the dogs and he says, look, I need you to calm the fuck down. Because if you don't calm down, I swear to Christ, I will break your arm. And the dog goes, and he gets a TV show. That's what he's whispering. You guys didn't know that. Cesar Milan is threatening dogs. Ooh, it's creepy. Yeah. Come on, Animal Planet. Bring it. Bring your lawsuit. Bring your defamation. Make me famous. Cesar Milan. He's 4'10". That's why dogs obey him, because they think that he's one of them. He's tiny. And when he meets humans, he smells their butt. I love adjusting a microphone as a little timing device for comedy. You say something kind of weird, and then you kind of do a quick adjustment. This is my new tabletop mic stand, by the way, which I'm really enjoying. Right? The boom is just above the laptop. I can get very close, and I can whisper like this. I mean, I could have done that before, but it was on a... You guys don't care. Anywho, so Lucy had this on, okay, and it's triggered by barking. And if another bark came within the first 30 seconds of the bark that just triggered it to do its thing, and of course I know what that feels like because, as you guys know, I'm going to be wearing one here in probably 20 minutes. It's not terrible. It sucks. I don't know if a dog, but people that go, oh, it's not like stabbing your dog with a fork or burning the dog. It's more of an attention getter. Okay. And if they bark again, it gets a little stronger. We had that on her for a while, and it kind of helped for a while. Now, you guys know the story, right? Yeah, you know the story because I told you this. So I'll tell you the story again. Let me make this screen really big so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Hey, Dan Bartlett. Hola, Maria, says Robert. Is Maria on the chat? I got to be careful. Oh, I see a real question, but really quick, you guys know that we had asshole neighbors for a while next door, and you guys know that here on Patreon. I talked about it, I think, on Gen Pop over at Facebook, but most of my stories about them went to you guys, the exclusive people, the people who have a seat on the bus, by the way. And I hope you guys don't mind. I got seat covers for the bus. Every butt area is my face, so you're all going to be sitting on my face. I hope that's... Just adjust this microphone right here to reinforce that joke setup, which I'll probably be using for the next 40 minutes as a callback reference for my very intelligent comedy audience. So the asshole neighbors, and so I don't want to bore you because you've already heard the stories about the asshole neighbors. They're not, they haven't been there in a while. The previous people that lived, the woman that lived there was delightful. The owner of the house now. Oh, and I haven't told you guys this. I told you guys probably. Okay, here we go. Here's story time with Brian. By the way, another digression. Is Mark still here? When I digress, we drink. Okay. I told you guys definitely about the time that Maria had to call the cops because we were having a girl, our daughter was having one of her birthday kind of get to sleep over things. We put a tent up. Roughly where I'm sitting now, I think is where the tent, or maybe it was, we have like a very small, but 3-leveled backyard here. I'm in a very narrow part of the front part. Right behind this big fireplace is a second part. And then there's a third part. And then there's the wilderness of northeastern Los Angeles, where when you go up there, you can hunt hipsters. You follow their tracks. You find any shoe that looks like it was designed and put together in the 1940s. And you follow that shoe, and you'll find the hipster. I've been getting into whispering to the mic a lot lately. I hope you guys don't mind. Okay, so And the girls are out here being 9-year-old girls, screaming, giggling, pillow fight, whatever the hell they were doing, I don't know. Asshole next door. That guy's not there anymore. And his wife. And they're gone, thank God. Started playing loud, violent rap music and Maria called the cops, which she was right to do. The cops came. The cops confronted the dude, and the dude, kind of to his credit, he apologized. And Maria said she and the cops came back and said, yeah, he admitted he did that. He's sorry he did that. He apologized, yada, yada, yada. But he just started taking a dislike to our dog once we got Lucy. Because when he moved in, we were between dogs. My previous dog, Geneva, had passed away. Brain cancer. We settled her down into the world of the beyond in a gentle and peaceful way without her having to suffer through that. I don't know why that's totally cool with pets, but we don't do it with humans. Well, some people do. I don't want to digress into that. It's a little depressing. Anyway, and we were without a dog when they moved in. And we got along fine. And I don't want to go off on this. So what was the point I was trying to make? Oh, here's the point I'm trying to make. We eventually got Lucy. Lucy starts barking because she doesn't know what's going on the other side of the fence. We're a pretty small house here. There's 4 houses in my neighborhood that are the runts, I would say. I'm lucky. We're lucky, knock on wood. We live in a good neighborhood, but we're in the kind of crappy house. We're in the small house in the really good neighborhood, in the kind of a funky, eclectic neighborhood. We're not in a subdivision, okay? We're not in the Hollywood Hills, although we are in the hills. We're definitely a hilly part of the city. Okay. They didn't like the dog was barking. And I guess the shot collar. Okay, we will get back to the subject eventually. So what they did was they would start. What would they do? They would like play music and stuff and turn their and put a speaker in the window to overpower the dog sound when she would bark. And then I would bring her in because I'm trying to be a good neighbor. But what happened by me bringing her in when she's barking, we essentially trained Lucy to bark when she wants to be let in. So these idiots next door they're not there anymore. So sorry, Sam, not you. Our other neighbor is very cool. He has a dog too. Delightful. By the way, my neighbor's dog is named Doug, and I think that's awesome. Doug the dog. I mean, come on. Come on. Doug the dog. You add 1 letter to the name. That's great. I wish I had thought of that. I still like Lucy. And so these people inadvertently, because of them being assholes, trained my dog to bark to be let in. Because if she barks, they play the music. I go, fuck, they're playing the damn music again. I got to let the dog in, even though she only barked for like 30 seconds. Not even at them, at the mailman going by, at somebody jogging by, at somebody delivering something at the house, something a big deal. So those people, in their hatred of dogs, trained my dog to bark when she wants to be let in, which, by the way, she still does to this day. She will occasionally bark. We'll hear it. And we can tell that nobody's walking by out front. We go to the back door of our house. It's just standing right there. I know that when I bark, they will come. So thank you, former tenants of the house next to us. Not really, you're jerks. Oh, here's the story. Okay, so we got off on a thing. Oh, that's right. Maria called the cops. Okay. Does he look like Doug from Up? From like the way? Who's Doug? The cartoon character Doug? The little cartoon guy Doug? Stephanie, clarify that question a little more, because I think that might be kind of fun to talk about, whatever that is, but it's not quite there yet. While you're doing that, Stephanie, so Maria calls the cops. Wait, how did I get talking about this? There was a reason. Oh, I know what it is. Oh, okay, God. Because, guys, if I can give you some advice and you want to become a highly rated Patreon and live streamer like yours truly is, one thing is you got to be careful to make sure you maintain focus during your live streams. There's no editing here. If you're a fan of thank you, Mark. If you're a fan of various YouTubers, remember, 90% of the YouTubers that you probably know that are famous, well, YouTube famous, let's be honest, it's not real fame. They're editing. And I love a few of them. I'm a big fan of a few YouTubers. Four of them. I don't know. But to do it live with no editing, you got to remain focused. And you can't have distractions, whether they be chemical, drug-related, or barking dogs. So young, aspiring YouTubers, 16, 17, my daughter's age kids, remember, be responsible with your live streaming. Okay, so here's the story. Maria calls the cops. And then she calls me and says, you got to talk to the guy, whatever. And I'm on a gig. I'm on the road. I'm in Florida. I'm at the Florida Renaissance Fair. And so I call the guy. I won't say his name. I'm not going to embarrass the guy. Okay? Up, the movie. Okay, a great movie, Doug. Dan, but I don't know why you're saying that. Doug. Oh, Doug is the dog from Up. Oh, okay. Stephanie, thank you. And Dan, okay, yes. Doug is the dog from Up. That's right. Squirrel, I love you and want you to throw the ball. Will you come? You are my prisoner. I will take you back to my master. That's my impression of Doug. Thank you. All right, good. All right, Stephanie Burnington, you get the fun hat. And Dan Bartlett, you get the fun glove. And we only have a hat. Dan Bartlett, you get a fun glove. So put on a fun glove. I don't know if there's glove emojis. Stephanie Burnington, have you been adding more DTs? I think you have. Put on the fun hat, please. Let's see a fun, cute little hat emoji. So anyway, Maria says, I don't know what to do. I had to call the cops. The cops were on my side. The cops told the asshole to shut up because he was wrong. A bunch of girls screaming, being girls. Calm down. It was like 8 o'clock at night. Come on. Let them be in their little tent. They're playing around. They're going to fall asleep eventually. Shut the fuck up. Children, play your music for yourself in your house. But no, they put the speakers next to the fence that bordered us and blasted into our yard. It was an aggressive move, guys. Don't think that it wasn't. So I call the owner to say, look, I don't know what's going to happen going forward, but it may come to a head. Legal proceedings may happen. There is a law called, and I used to remember the name. I had it memorized, and I'm forgetting it right now. The basic law that says that your neighbor can't terrorize you, whatever that is. There's Stephanie's hat. It's a little blue ball cap. All right, Dan, put on your glove. So, and it's funny, those people thought that we were in arrears of the law, which we weren't. And you guys know, because we've talked about this before. I think I've done a whole video on this. We were fine. We were fine. The law in Los Angeles, California says if your dog does continuous barking for 10 minutes, and then starting at the beginning of that continuous barking, that's 10 minutes. If within the next 30 minutes or 20 minutes, because it's a 30-minute window, does another 10-minute period of almost constant barking, that is a nuisance sound. That is nuisance dog barking. You got to take care of that. You'll get a ticket. You'll get a citation. Okay. She never did, of course. She would bark. We'd bring her in within like 2 or 3 minutes. So it was bullshit. So I call the guy that owns the house. I won't say his name. There's Dan's gloves. Oh, check it out. Sarah has a blue hat. Dan has blue gloves. Dan, were you waiting for that? Oh, thank you, Stephanie. I can do Doug well. When I see that character, well, when you go to Disneyland or Disney World, and you see the Doug character, everybody goes up to him and probably goes, squirrel. And I hope the person that plays Doug, does the, it used to be that, I guess, when you walked around or near the Toy Story, right? If you went around Woody or Jesse or Buzz Lightyear or any of the Toy Story guys, and you just say, Andy, and they would drop to the ground. But then Disney, I think, because I'm a Disney nerd, so I know this stuff. Disney told their actors, "Yeah, stop doing that. You're damaging the costumes that cost us those costumes cost a lot. You guys know that, right? That's crazy. A little bit of experience with Imagineering, I found out a little bit. Like one Mickey Mouse costume costs. Trust me, those are very nice costumes. You don't want to drop them on the ground. Okay, so I call the dude. We're getting back to it, man. And I say, dude, it's not his name, it's not dude. Hey, this is Brian. I'm your neighbor at 365. Almost gave my address out. Shut up. And I told him the situation. My daughter, she had girls, and the people live in your house. The violent, loud rap music. They're clearly trying to be aggressive. My wife had to call the cops. The cops agreed with my wife. Everything was calmed down, but I'm concerned about going forward. And the guy, I'm going to sum it up as best I can. And I don't need to sum this up because he said these exact words. He said, "What do you want me to do about it?" Now, honestly, all I want, and I kind of told him this, I said, all I want you to, because I think he thought I wanted him to evict them, which I didn't. I wanted a conversation. You're the landlord. They're the tenant. Say, hey, the neighbors have called. They're my neighbors. I own the house. You're being unneighborly. Knock it off. They have a dog. Tough shit. People have dogs. You don't like dogs? Don't live in a city, in a housing development. Go to an apartment where dogs aren't allowed, and you'll never hear a dog. Sorry. People that have dogs out there are saying amen right now. People that hate dogs, I'm sorry. It's totally cool, but don't live in a house next to people that might have dogs because we're allowed to have dogs. And it kind of irked me a bit. I kept my cool because he basically said, "What do you want me to do?" It's like, and I kind of explained to him a little bit. I didn't go into as much detail as I wish I had. And for a couple of years, I would occasionally play that conversation in my head again. And you guys know that my brain can do this from my coffee chats with you, that occasionally I'll have like a daydream fantasy. We talked about that on last Friday, right? We talked about that on Friday on Coffee with Brian. But there will be a Coffee with Brian tomorrow when I finally get up. And as I replayed it in my head, I thought, boy, I wish I really explained to him what this means to talk to him. I'm not sure how well I did it, but in my head, I explained a little bit like, I don't know what's going to happen going forward. I don't know if legal proceedings are going to happen, but you need to be involved as the owner of the house, because if it gets legalese, and of course I knew the law of which these people were breaking, I didn't want it to get to that. I was fighting the urge. I'm like, I don't want that. I'm not that guy. I'm not the guy. Come on. I don't do that. Work it out with people. And I tried to work it out with this dude next door and it didn't work. I'm taking a long time to tell the story, but to cut off the branch of okay. You were trying to get me off this story. Okay, long story short, and Dan, I'll get to your question. All right, here's the deal. Whatever. I was taken aback by this dude's behavior, the owner of the house. Recently, he chatted with Maria. And he said, hey, just so you know, the people that lived there before, they were assholes. I don't know if those, I'm paraphrasing. They were a bit of a problem. I was having issues with them. Your husband called one time about one of the issues. And I think, and I feel bad because I believe I was dismissive of him. And that was the exact word I used when I told Maria about it. So I was like, oh, good for that guy. So you know what? This dude next door, he's off my shit list. The owner, nobody lives there now. They're trying to sell it. Anyway. So that's the story. I just wanted you guys to know that the guy that owns the house next door, that I'm pretty much sure I told a story about him being a bit of a jerk to me over the phone, acknowledged that to his credit and said, yeah, I was a bit of a jerk. And then here's the reason why. So there you go, guys. It's not hard. It's not hard to admit when you've been a jerk and to apologize. Dan Bartlett asked a question. My wife wants me, and by the way, we're coming up, where are we? Okay. Last question before shot collar lie detector. So get ready to volunteer as a willing minion to be destroyed by me. I lost last week, but I'm so ready to kick ass this week. My wife wants me to cut off a branch of a cactus in our front yard that she, first of all, like, are they called branches? That she says looks like a phallus. What should I do? You should put a condom on it. You should cut the branch off. Oh, God. You should cut the branch off. We're on dildos again. We talked about dildos last week. Cut the branch off, Dan. Wait a day. Let her go. Well done, honey. Then a day later, you hot glue a goddamn dildo where you cut the branch off. That's the best bad advice in the world. Or you cut the branch off. She says it looks like a phallus. You turn that branch of that cactus into a dildo. You wrap it in a nice box. You give it to her for your anniversary, Dan. And yes, my couch is available for you to sleep on. I'm very proud of that answer. Let's reiterate here. Dan asks, my wife wants me to cut off. Comedy's always better when it's repeated, guys. A cactus in the front yard that she says looks like a phallus. What should I do? And I said, cut off the phallus, package it, gift wrap it, and give it to your wife as a marital aid. There you go. Good night, Kelly Rose. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to your favorite part of my show because you're all a bunch of sadistic weirdos. I hold in my hand. It's always how we start this part of the show. I hold in my... Where's my chips? Hang on. I need chips. I got this lovely salsa. Damn kid. Sleeps under my roof. I pay the mortgage. She won't bring me tortilla chips. Who does she think she is? By the way, I hope you see that Eddie Van Halen has joined me on guitar behind my head. Wait, is he visible in this shot? He's just... There he is. He's visible. I hold in my hand. Once your sound is back on... Uh-oh. No, my sound's on. I can hear it. If anybody... Midnight Hat Size, anybody else having a sound issue? I'm totally reading audio. Somebody else please respond in the chat if there is an audio issue. I am seeing sound. Shocks. No sound issue here. Okay, Midnight Hat Size, check your end, buddy. So, yeah, I got a sound bar. We're good. I'm in silence. I don't know, man. Recycle the page. Midnight. Recycle the page. And that's, I don't know how your internet is. You guys know that sometimes my playback in my neighborhood, you know, I have it. I'm broadcasting fine. I have a green square all night. I'm so excited. And by the way, we're getting new technology. I just bought it today on Amazon. It should be here by Wednesday night's show. Enjoy the silence. No, we want Clay to be able to participate. Okay, I hold in my hand a shock collar controlled by this remote. And you know it's controlled... Wait, is it on? Okay, it's on. Because... Oh, hear the microphone? Clay won't hear this. Okay, you heard that beep, 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 because I just hit the little button on the remote control right here, which, of course, is a little speaker. Yay! Cool. Thank you, Midnight Hat Size. This is a vibration. It also vibrates. And this is the one we care about, guys. That, again, I'm being a weatherman here. That's the Shocky one, and we're going to set it for Shocky 2 because this sucker goes up to... This sucker goes up to 5, and we've already experienced, I think we experienced 3 once when I used to go up, and we're not doing that again. 3 was horrific. And tortilla chips won't walk out here by themselves. Sorry. So one of you can volunteer. I think Clay is going to volunteer. Okay. Let's get another volunteer, and we'll have a fun... vote, I guess, and we'll play the game of shock collar lie detector. Now, if you're new to Patreon, I've got a few new patrons lately. The way this works, whoever wins this little vote we're about to have gets to compete against me. It's a best of 3 rounds. I go first. The person that competes against me picks a number between 1 and 3. I think I have 3 statements. Yep, 3 statements. And I'm going to read one of those statements or whatever statement they choose. It's either going to be true or false. They might all be false tonight. They might all be true. There might be a little mixture of both. There's no way of knowing. I'm going to read the statement. That contestant can then ask me questions. The entire audience can ask me questions, but I am going to respect more the questions coming from my opponent. And I will answer yes, no, blah, 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 blah. And they will eventually decide if what I just said is true or false. That person who competes against me, and remember that if you want to volunteer to be tribute like Clay does, Make sure you have at least one or two statements ready. You really only need one because the second round goes to you. The opponent, to me, only gets one round. So you really only need one statement, but it's kind of fun to have two. One that's a lie, one that's a truth, just to kind of, I don't know, mix it up. Best of three wins. If that person guesses correctly against me, I get shocked. It's now on my neck. I moved to the side of my body that did not have cancer. That's it. Midnight hat size. Okay, you volunteered, but we normally get, okay, we'll go with Clay. He's yelling at me. Okay, nobody else is volunteering, Clay, so, and that is Clay, right? I forget your guys' handle a lot. I want Clay to play, but if you, no. Yay for Clay. It is Clay. Oh, that's Rick. I'm sorry. Rick. It's Rick Snyder, guys. Okay, sorry. Well, who's Clay? Oh, Clay is something. He's what is Clay? Clay is something to do with Clay is Digital Simeon. Oh my God, how do I know this? Okay, it's Rick Snyder, right, Rick? Okay, Rick Snyder is going to play against me, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome to the stage. Yeah, he's Digital Simeon. Rick Snyder, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry I got your YouTube handle. Guys, when you come to my show, it'd be better if, like, at least Veronica, she just has her name to know you, because I meet a lot of people. Okay, welcome to the show, Rick Snyder. Where are you from? Don't answer. Okay, I'm competing against Rick Snyder, ladies and gentlemen. He's just joined us. This is Shot Collar Lie Detector. I no longer have a graphic below me to show you that because I forgot to load that in the new computer, but trust me, that's what we're doing. Rick, I have, how many statements do I have? Let me go over here. You go first, or you ask me first. I give you the statement first. My mother's womb. Aw, look how sweet you are. By the way, the beer I'm drinking is from Pizza Port, which I got to go to one day. Any Southern California people live in San Diego, I'm going to come spend the night at your house because I want to go to Pizza Port. I want to go to the Stone Brewing place that has that great 5-star restaurant. Oh, I want to do the beer tour. You know what, man? I don't want to stay at your house. I want to stay at really nice hotels. Sorry. Boy, I pulled that back fast. Okay, so Rick, you're midnight hat size, which I don't get your reference because I know that you're a musician. You've played in some quality bands. You've got some serious cred as far as entertainment goes. And you've been a big supplier of my beers to me. So I have no idea why midnight hat size. Is that a lyrical? We're getting sidetracked. Rick, I'm sorry. Who am I talking to? Yeah, Rick. Rick, stop answering. You're about to answer. Okay. Okay, so we're set for shock here on the remote. Rick, I have 3 statements in front of me. So I'm going to ask the chat to be quiet a few times during the game so that I can get so that the contestant Rick and I can communicate, and then we'll go back to you guys being crazy. Okay? Yeah, Veronica, it's a squirrel. Oh, okay. There you go. And I don't even know what the hell that means. Midnight hat size. Is that what you go by? Okay, Rick, we'll get together. We'll talk. Maria and I have already talked about you guys, and we've talked about, hanging out. By the way, when you come to California, you are a fob. Rick's house is where you stay. You can ask Sarah Polshney about that. Exactly, Rick. Okay, so Rick, I have 3 statements in front of me. 3. Could be true, could be all false, could be a mixture of both. Pick a number between 1, 2, or 3. I'll ask the chat to be quiet here for just a second until Rick responds. I don't know what kind of delay we have, and of course, I don't know what kind of internet Rick is on. He could be on dial-up. Okay, copy. I'm going to make a poll of it before I even say it. You're also on fiber? Cool, buddy. Yeah, I just upgraded to fiber. So, and the thing we're getting is a little repeater. We have another network built into that I put in, which is some Linksys nodes and stuff. But that thing can't handle the speeds of fiber optic. So there you go. Okay, he said 3. Here's the number 3 statement, guys. I once unscrewed a stuck metal cap of a garden lamp so hard that I broke the glass. I once unscrewed like one of those little tiki torch things that you'd have in your backyard, and it was all fused because it'd been out in the rain. I once unscrewed it so hard that I literally broke the damn glass. That's how powerful I am. That's either a true statement or it's a false statement. I'm pretty good at writing these. Exactly, Rick. So the thing that we already have, I try to have it work. I plugged it into the Wi-Fi right away, and when you go onto that network, which, by the way, that network is called T-Boo, like it matters, the nickname for our daughter when she was a baby. And it's fine, and it definitely comes out here to where I'm sitting, but it's nowhere near as fast as the fiber optic. And I'm on the fiber optic, and of the 1, 2, 3 little archy things that an Apple computer shows your Wi-Fi, I only have 2 of those. But still, my speed is fast as hell. But my confidence that I might drop out of that particular signal if my daughter and my wife start both watching TV shows at the same time could be a problem. Okay, so the statement is, it's at the top of your chat. I was once unscrewing a stuck metal cap on one of those little garden tiki torch things, and as I unscrewed it, I'm so powerful that I broke the glass. That is the statement that I'm saying here. Okay, can I use the midnight hat on? Okay, on the cactus stub. Okay, Dan Bartlett. You get the fun hat, Dan Bartlett. Dan Bartlett and Rick Snyder, comedy team together again. In which backyard neighborhood was this lamp torch placed? When in my life did I do this? It happened here. It was here at this house. Anybody can ask a question. And Stephanie Burden, I don't know what all the ants mean. Did I miss something? Ants. Crickets? Oh, crickets, because we're waiting for... Oh, I get it now. I get it. The beer's kicking in, guys. The statement again is, I once unscrewed one of those little tiki torch lamps so hard because it was fused shut that I broke the glass. Did I really do that? Or am I making that shit up? I'm a creative person. You tell me. Try to catch me in a lie. I'm going to do this until I see Rick ask another question. Anybody that can ask a question, by the way, anybody, let me see what's going on in the voting. Totally true, 67. What the false is... It's way back at the top of my chat. I got to scroll. Okay. Was it a normal procedure for replacing? Did you follow procedure? I can't really answer that. I just tried to unscrew it. It wasn't unscrewing. I'm like, I may have to go get a wrench or a pliers. I just kept turning until I literally broke the lamp. Did you cut yourself? No. Was a bleeding hand involved? No. Oh, Stephanie gave you her hat. VBT. No, I didn't cut myself. Haven't done that in a while, have I, VBT? That's right. You become a regular at my shows long enough, you get a hand gesture. Boy, that sounded wrong. Robert, you've been here for a while. You might get a hand gesture. Mark, you'll get a hand gesture. I'll give you a hand gesture. Mark, by the way, who looked really good in your kilt, buddy. Mark came to the Renaissance Fair opening day, and he was wearing an awesome kilt. It looked really good. Sorry, delay. Yeah, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Do you still have the lamp? No. Dan Bartlett is in love. Rick says, what was the brand of this lamp? I have no idea. One of those ones you buy at the goddamn hardware store. I don't know. Lights a lot. Flame o'plenty. Little Miss Sparks of Fire. That's your hand gesture piece. Yeah, but Robert, don't do this. You're old enough. Come on. Did a genie come out of the lamp? Yes. If you're going to get weird, I'm going to get weird. And it looked just like Will Smith. And then I made a funny joke about Propecia, and he smacked me. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole. Let's just say that jokes about subjects does not necessarily mean you're mocking the subject. It just means you're using humor to observe the world. There. Is there more to this? No, it's pretty simple. I was trying to unscrew one of those little tiki things and, to put oil in it. And the sucker broke right in my hand. And the reason why I'm going to shut up. Was it electric, or did you need to use some type of oil? I was trying to put Rick. I'm refilling it, so I'm trying to unscrew it, and it breaks in my hand. Yeah. By the way, Kristen Lynn, the Fox Club, is going to be on tonight at 8, and they're doing one of their shows, I believe. Oh no, they're skipping this week. Oh shoot, I totally meant to drop in their promo right around now. What was your reaction? Scared at first. Then I realized I was fine. I was like, oh, blood. No blood. There you go. Okay, Rick, we can't be here all night. We're at 6:22 on the. Now I'm getting it. How long? A season or two. Was it partly ruined after the? It was unusable because then it couldn't seal, and you don't want to light up a oil lamp when it's not sealed because then the thing will fucking catch on. Did you go back and remove the socket? I don't know what part is the socket, Robert, but I'll just say yes. No, it's broken, Robert. Just Robert. I'm sorry, Super Robert. Rick, I'm going to call for your answer because I don't want to get the show to get too in the weeds here. It's looking like totally fucking. I didn't even write the word true. You know what I meant? I do cuss this part of the show. I'm sorry. What the false? 25%. I'm going to end that poll. The audience says that's true, that at one point I was refilling an oil lamp, and through mere power of my muscles, I actually broke something made of finely crafted industrial grade glass, that I have that kind of power. Did you go back with the socket? Okay, I'll say false. You've got electric candles, so you probably don't want to start a fire in your backyard. Okay, so Rick says false. Doesn't want to start a fire in my backyard. Well, there you go. I just realized in this shot you can't see it but there you go. There is a flame in my backyard. And as you know, Rick, because you've seen a lot of my shows, I light fires in that fireplace all the time in the winter. I'm just pointing that out because I think it's kind of funny. Okay, so you said false. I'm going to get the old remote control queued up here. I said that I once unscrewed a stuck metal cap of a garden lamp so hard that I, with my regular human muscles, broke the glass. Okay, unscrewing them, yeah, which is like, that's a powerful person that can do that because industrial glass is pretty strong. I said that I did that. Rick Snyder said that false. I did not do that. Well, the answer, Rick Snyder and audience, is that yes, I fucking did. I did it right before tonight's show. This lamp over here, which I didn't set up the camera to see very well, is the same kind of lamp. I normally have two of these going. I'm trying to take this literally just happened. I added it into the playlist just for the show tonight. I broke the glass. Broken. I could put it back on and recycle it, but it's too dangerous. Then there'd be all kinds of oxygen, fuel mixing, and what have you. So I am sorry to say for you, Rick, but happy for me that you're wrong. I'm right. So far, 1 point me. He-Man wins. Yeah, I broke it. I don't know. It's about 1/8 of an inch thick. It's pretty thick. It's not the kind of thing that you think would give way before the metal bent. I'm trying to get this shot back to how it was. I totally screwed this shot up. Sorry, guys. I'll fix it. I'll fix it midnight hat size. Okay, whatever. I won't fix it. It's good. This is the shot now. But it's actually more apropos that flame is in there. And this sucker shattered right in my hand. It scared me a little. I was like, oh, crap, did I just cut myself? I didn't. The glass all fell inside of it. This will be thrown away at the end of the night. That one survived. It's currently burning and doing its best to keep the bugs off me. So, Rick, score. Brian 1. Rick, goose egg. Brian bragging he broke his tip off. All right, Dan, you've got the fun hat. Calm down. If you're keeping score, I just scored my first point. I don't know which part of that description won me that point. I felt like it was getting away from me. The audience was correct. I try to do my best to manipulate the answers as well as I can. By the way, Rick Snyder, who knows the show by now, knows that's kind of part of this game. I have the disadvantage because you guys can see my face. Rick's about to answer his questions just with typing, which isn't fair. I got to figure out how to make the show happen on Zoom. We're going to do a Zoom show eventually. We'll do game night when the Ren Fair is over. Maria and I are going to do a game night thing, and you're all going to be invited. No Gen Pop, just Patreons, and we'll play Jack games and stuff. Okay, Rick, I'm yammering on here, buddy. It's a golden goose. It is. You overthought it a bit. Yeah. I think at the end there when I said in my puny muscles I was able to break industrial grade glass, that might have pushed you over the edge. Dan Bartlett's cheering you on. Come on, everybody cheer on Rick. Cheer him on. I lost last week and that pissed me off. I lost to Robert Kyle, right? No, who'd I lose to? No, Robert, and you won Pleasant Repellent. I didn't even say there's a prize yet tonight. I guess there is. We'll work on one. Pick one of two, says Rick. I go one. Dan's on fire. You are, Dan. You are the way. Did you get it yet, Robert? Did you get your... It was a joke, by the way. I didn't actually mail you the one that I was using. This is the same one from last week. We mailed you one that's already sealed, and we sent it out, I think, on Friday. Okay, Rick Snyder says, I used to teach natural childbirth classes. Okay, Rick, if you feel pain in your lower abdomen on the second trimester, what was the treatment that you recommended? And answer quickly. Another disadvantage I have is you guys can all Google shit. The longer you take, Rick, the more I think you're lying. Oh, shit, I shouldn't have said that because now Rick can use that against me. And the Pleasant Repellent, doesn't it? Yeah. Are you sitting outside, Robert? I love this stuff. Here's the weird thing. I was at Bristol all summer where they have a lot of mosquitoes. And I never brought this with me. Of course, I can't get this on the carry-on. Is it more than 3 ounces? I probably could have. I don't know why I didn't. Why didn't I bring this with me? Because I usually just ran back to my hotel. The fair would end. I go to the hotel. I go to the bar and grill and I eat dinner. We wouldn't treat anything. We only taught method. That was a dodge. What is the method for when you have pain in your lower abdomen? What was the method you taught to the expectant mothers? Veronica's on it. She's asking. All the ladies got to be on this, guys. Yeah, it smells good, Robert. I can smell. I smell good right now. I smell beer. I smell the citronella thing that I didn't break. We taught relaxation, actually. How? Oh, you're being... But I know that Rick is super smart. I've met the dude. He's smart. Is he manipulating me? Because he's being... Guys, look in the chat. We taught relaxation, actually. See? He's very close to the chest. Thank you, VBT. What relaxation techniques? B, by the way, Rick specific. Thank you. Okay. Again? Ladies and gentlemen, What relaxation techniques? Yes, I'm going to eat salsa during the show. Come on, Rick. Google. Oh, I should make this a poll. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm put the chips down. Rick taught pre-birth classes, natural birth classes, whatever, pre-birth. That's good enough. Yes, no. All right, I'll just say that's enough. I forgot to do it. We taught relaxation. What relaxation? I love the brand of chips. Oh, my God, right, VBT? VBT, we don't have these in Southern California. We don't have Safeway in Southern California. Anybody that wants to send me stuff, you send me IPA beer, decent coffee, and Juanita's tortilla chips. They're not available in Los Angeles. But when I go to Northern California to do the fair, they're available at the Safeway. And this weekend, I think I'm going to get up there. I'm going to check into my hotel, and I'm going to go to the Safeway, and I'm going to buy 100 bags. The mother should not be lying in the back. I'm trying to see if that seemed cut and paste. That's a problem with doing this kind of game with somebody that's typing, because I want to look at, you know what I mean? I want Rick to be sitting on the other side of this table right now. Look at my eye. Where were you, Rick? Where did you live? Where did you live at the time? I want to know about this part of your life. Oh my God, these chips are so good. They're fluffy and crispy. I don't know why they're so much better than regular tortilla chips. They're so good. West Covina. So you're in Southern California. Okay. Rick's a progressive guy. Last time I saw Rick in person, you had tie-dye on at the Renaissance Fair. I think your wife had tie-dye on too. So you're hippie types, right? Did you experience childbirth? Oh, okay. Yeah, Rick, you've had a kid, I think. Was he born? VBT. VBT, that's the fun hat. Good job, VBT. I would have worded it differently, but that's really good. I would have gone, Dan, well, duh. I would have shortened the joke because you guys are smart and get it. That's a good joke, VBT. But good question, Dan. The partner would coach the wife, reminding her of things that would. Okay, Rick, what was the building called? Where were you in West Covina? The library, like my wife and I went to this little like hippy dippy yoga place up in Altadena when we were doing ours, which by the way we hated. No offense, Rick. Our pre-birth preparation classes were bullshit. They were dumb. No offense again, Rick. I'm sure yours were lovely. Because the lady we had was all about fear. All she did every week was give us fear. We'd arrive at the meeting, and there'd be like these printouts on our chairs. Each printout was stapled together 4 pages of nasty kind of icky childbirth stories of stuff that happens if you don't have a doula or if you don't have a good birth plan. It's like, what the fuck? We'd already paid. This lady turned the room off. I'm a professional entertainer. I know how to engage a room. I know how somebody who's an amateur engages a room. This lady was an amateur. She made us all scared of asking questions to the point where she would say, hey, we have any questions? And nobody asked a question because we just wanted to get through the damn hour. Oh, but you never answered Veronica's question. What brought you to this? Rick, you have kids? And that's a heavy question. I apologize. And you know, you can just say heavy question, no answer, and we'll move on. So I care about my audience. My wife. Now she is Wait, you're in the medical field. I know that. That was for Brian. Oh, yeah, exactly. Thank you. Michelle is a nurse practitioner. She's an RN. What exactly is your wife's job again? Rick? I know we've talked. She's, she makes a lot of great requests for songs, by the way. But what was her job? By the way, the salsa is awesome. And I'm not having emotional damage from remembering when I ate it with gin. No, Michelle is not a nurse. First wife. I'm sorry. And she brought me in to help out. Okay. Oh, little separation between him and Michelle. Okay, so I didn't realize there was a second wife. Okay. Okay, what are you guys saying in the chat? What's going on in the chat? The audience, Rick, almost, yes, 60, no, 40. I'm going to end it there. That's almost a perfect split. Now, the audience was 180% wrong on the last one. But here, Rick, you are a loving, hippy-dippy musician, tie-dye wearing freakazoid dude who I think would be fun to see teaching a birthing class. I think the idea of making up a lie about a birthing class, if you're going to make a lie up, you don't bring in the idea of being pregnant. I don't know why. I don't know why. That's how it feels to me. Audience, you guys can comment if you want. So, I'm giving you guys a little tour of my logic. I think if Rick was going to make this a lie, if Rick really didn't do this, why the hell would he choose a birthing class? He would, I don't know. So I'm agreeing with the audience, Rick. Rick, okay, VBT says it's a lie, and I disagree. I'm going to say it's true. Here we go. A little side bet, me and VBT. I don't know what you want, VBT. Okay, so Rick, I say it's true. I say you did it. I say you really did teach a birthing class. By the way, I already won round one, so this is for all the marbles. No, you don't want to vote? You don't want to bet with me? Truth! Ladies and gentlemen, I told you I was going to make this cocky as hell so that we made the competition aspect of this show better. And no better way to make it cocky as hell than to mock your opponent musically. With an untuned guitar, by the way. Oh, Rick, I took you on. I said a truth that you thought was a lie. Then you made a statement. It was true, and you tried to make me maybe think it was a lie. Oh, I beat you in shock collar lie detector. I beat you in shock collar lie detector. I only took 2 rounds. You don't need a 2-round though. I got them both right. You don't understand how the best of 3 works. I won the first one 'cause you got it wrong. And I won the second one because I said it was true and you said it was true, and that's how the game works. That's 2 correct ones for me. That's the best of 3s. It's the best of 3, Rick. It's, God damn it. I know we played this game together before. I think you understand now. You'll need a rematch one day, maybe. After you come up with some better material, my friend. Rick Snyder's a lovely man. He's a midnight hat size former guitarist for some rock and roll band. I'm not promoting you anymore. Hey, my wife's here. Everybody say hi to Maria. Showed up right on time, baby. I just kicked Rick Snyder's ass. I didn't get shocked once tonight. Thank you, Rick Snyder. Thanks for playing, buddy. Thanks for being a good sport. Rick has played before, and I think you've probably won before, Rick. So I kind of feel like we're even. You've never had a child of your own. Wait, how old are you? No, it can't be my dad. We're almost the same age. Okay, guys, that was Shot Caller Trivia. The next thing we have coming up in the show before we get there is What's It with Brian. But before that, we have time for another question. And Maria's here. I don't like the dog collar thing. All right, baby, I didn't get shocked once. Hey, Maria's here. Why don't you stick around, honey, on the show? You're welcome to come out here and be on camera. But that's totally cool if you don't want to. But let's get another question and advice. And Maria, chime in. Help these lovely people out with some advice. My lovely wife, Maria Christina Koshny Howard. She has 4 names. I have 3. Maria Christina Koshny Howard. Yeah, I had to count that correctly. So let's get a question, an advice question. I will do my best to answer it. Maria will do will do her best to answer it. Oh, Robert, bring in the Spanish. Good job, Robert. Way to suck up to the Mexican wife. I think your accent she might question. Maria, if you want to come out and be on camera while we do like the last question or play What's It with Brian, we can do that. But that's up to you, honey. You don't have to. I just said honey. I never call her honey. I call her hun because I'm from Maryland, and that's the law. I made your gooey. Oh, Robert made the gooey cake that Maria makes. Maria, you want to drop, honey? You want to drop the recipe into the chat? That'd be fun. VBT has an actual question. A lot of animal questions. Hun, I don't know if you see Veronica Taylor's question there. Do you want to take a crack at it or come out here and talk about it? Or do you want to just type? You're welcome. You sit next to me. You can sit in the rolling chair. Let me know if you're coming so I can move my chair aside. How does one keep a cat from scratching up all the furniture? Well, I'm going to jump right in there and say, Veronica, you cover all your furniture with kitty litter and you get that cat stoned as hell. And when the cat is stoned, he doesn't want to scratch, man. I used to want to scratch that couch. Meow. And Maria says, remove the furniture. I like that one, too. They're both good. I like mine because I want to see a little stone cat go. Meow. Meow. That's what I want to see. Maria, we had a cat, right? We've had several cats together. We've had you brought one to the marriage, and then we got another one, and they both like to tear apart the furniture, and we didn't like that. What did we really do, honey? Did we ever stop it? He's no longer with us, our last cat. That's a different take. I tried getting stoned myself, so I wouldn't care. Veronica gets the fun hat back. I don't know who's wearing it right now, but give it to Veronica. Your cat's tearing up your couch. You can get the cat stoned. Or Veronica says, fuck it, I'll get stoned, and I won't give a damn about the cat. Oh, Maria's answer is good. When you well, you guys can read it. I don't know why I'm reading people's comments now. I just realized, well, I do that all the time. But still, when you have a cat, you have to make a choice whether you want to have nice furniture or a cool little buddy. Yeah, we had a cool little buddy, and he yeah, he didn't like me at first, right, babe? Our second cat. Maria brought a cat to the marriage. I brought a dog. We had a dog and a cat. Both those animals moved on. And we had about 10 months, right, with no animals. And then we got a cat first, and it was this cat. Giant sheets of double-sided. Oh, yeah. Oh, Maria tried that. Maria, look, VBT's talking about that sticky shit. Maria put that on our couch. We had a brown fabric couch. We now have a leather couch. So, yeah. Exactly, guys. And when Maria got it, I thought it's a great couch, but if we ever want a cat again, it's got to be bad. Because a fabric couch, and this one had some serious nap to it, you can't see. It might have a whole tear in it, but you can't really see it if the fabric and the nap lays a certain way. A leather couch, it's like goddamn human skin. If the cat rips down that, it's obvious there's a big-ass tear in that couch. So we don't have one right now. We just have the dog. We just have Lucy, who could care less about the couch, really. I'm always armed with a water bottle, so when he looks at the couch, I point the bottle at him, and he stops. Scat mat works well to keep him off the sofa. That's true. We do that, and for a while, our pets were so well trained, right, Maria, that we stopped even plugging it in anymore. A scat mat will give you a little shock, like a thing. Here. I guess we do shock our animals here, but mildly, guys. Hang on. Anyway, sorry, I'm chatting with another person. Don't worry, it's all for the sake of the show here. There we go. Copy that. Oh man, the way my computer's working tonight is weird. Okay. So yeah, the scat mat works so well that our cat and dog, Lucy, I'm always armed with a natural water bottle. That's true. I walk around, dick out, and when the cat would act up, I'd pee on the cat. And if Maria were in the room, I'd pee on the ceiling. Best joke of the night. Best joke of the night. Hey, there's Crystal Lynn, guys, just showed up. She's on later tonight. Hey, Kaylin, we're talking about keeping cats from destroying furniture, and I know that you have at least one and I think two cats. How do you keep a cat from destroying furniture? And while you're and also let me know where your show is tonight. Is it on Patreon? Let me go over to Patreon to find out if that's where she is. I think you're on Facebook tonight, right? And she's going to sing our song request, Bees Wing from Richard Thompson. If you know that, it's a regular song I sing on the Beer and Songs with Brian show. And we requested it from her, and she's going to play it tonight. Bees Wing by Richard Thompson. So check that out. Back over here to the chat. The Foxgloves, I yell in an Italian Philly accent. Cat's name should have been Jasmine. Hey, look at that, Maria, bringing it back around to the show. So the cat starts to grab the thing, and you go, well, I know a Philly accent because I'm from Maryland. It's very similar to the Maryland accent, but how would you write? I don't know. Before you answer that, Christian, though, please put your bona fides in the chat for your show that starts in about an hour and 10. And we are about to play What's It with Brian. So, Kristen, you can stick around and play What's It with Brian if you want. Honey, you want to stick around and play What's It with Brian. And then we're going to throw it to Kristen. She's going to be on about an hour, about 45 minutes after I'm done, depending how long What's It With Brian goes. The past few weeks, a few people have gotten it like that. Couch covers are good. They are. Kristen, please put your bona fides in the chat. Last time I'm asking. I got to move on in my show. It's either Patreon or Facebookie. Props to Vero for Jasmine jokes. Yeah. Oh, I thought you did that one. Oh. Oh, no. Cat's name should have been Jasmine. Yeah. Oh, did I miss it? Was it Veronica that did that one? Oh, there we go. Okay, you're right. VBT did the Jasmine joke. By the way, Maria, that Jasmine is fucking looking great. It's powerful. Let me go over here to the this window here, and we'll quickly find out if Kristen Lynn and the Foxgloves is on Facebook tonight, or search Facebook. Kristen Lynn. There they are. Okay. I have them as a shortcut, but I just felt like typing. That was yesterday. Chris Sylvester going live. Monday Night Wrangling. I guess that's here, right? Yeah. That's on Facebook. I just found it, guys. There you go. Copy. I'm doing Kristen's job for her. Kristen, God damn it. Well, there's a link from her news feed. That's not the event page. But trust me, it came from me, and that's not spam. What do you see next to my name, guys? That's the it's the event link. Okay, cool. It showed up. It is, Jenna. You've been looking at an olive tree. I have? No, I'm not. I'm looking at the jasmine. The jasmine next to the staircase, hon. The olive tree is over there. By the way, the olives on that tree are very bitter. And they taste like me. Oh, another good joke. Oh, that's such a good joke. Guys, it's time to play What's It With Brian. Jenna is dead. We killed Jenna. That's sad. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't yell at your cats. I already put your link up. Guys, when I'm done, Kristen's going to start her show. When I'm not right when I'm done. She starts the show at 8. We're at 6:53 my time, so we're an hour and 7 minutes from her show. So Kristen, start getting nervous. Get really nervous. Are you in tune? Do you have to pee? Are you going to sing well tonight? Is Michael going to screw up? Is Steven going to screw up? Oh, does the tech work out? That's right. That's what every streamer thinks about an hour before the show. Before I wrap things up, guys, it is time to play the last game of the night. What's It With Brian? Ladies and gentlemen, I am looking at an image on my screen. We used to play this game the other way around, but we now do it this way. I'm actually making it larger so I can see it. There it is. You guys can ask me yes/no questions about this image. I got to go back to the chat. One of you is going to say cow blue, and that person's going to get my undying respect. Yay, it's time for What's It? Brian's pee is 100% IPA. Near there. Put your glasses on? All right. I don't know, VBT. Nobody's done it yet. There's my glasses. I'm going to eat my pizza tonight, by the way, Maria, if you're still watching. So don't, unless you made food. I don't know. Oh, Jenna gets there first. ICUP. Dan. That's funny. I remember that. There was a joke, right? Guys, I'm looking at an image. You can ask any question you want. It's basically a version of 20 questions. They should be yes/no question. Is it a cat peeing on an ottoman? Robert, it is a cat. No. Fuck no. What's wrong with you people? Whoever wins, there's no prizes tonight. Well, first of all, I kicked ass on Shot Collar, but we're not doing another prize tonight just because I don't want to. I don't want you guys to be here just for the prizes. You get the joy of winning. You can mock me on Patreon on the comments. Now you can see the chat better and not misinterpret. All right, VBT. Thank you. Okay, let's focus on what's it, guys. Yes, no questions. I will answer yes, no. You guys can try to trick me into giving you more information. Whoever describes the image I'm looking at correctly first, it gets the joy of a confident win. That's all you get tonight. Is the image you're looking at man-made? Good question right off the top. Always good to clarify this. VBT knows how to clarify this shit. What she means by that is it like, for example, is it a digital image? It doesn't exist in the real world. A picture of SpongeBob is a digital image, man-made. Does that make sense? And I know VBT knows this, so hang on while I explain. The answer is no, it's not man-made. It's an actual photograph of stuff that where the light entered the lens and influenced the film and the chip. Thank you. I don't think we need to do that anymore, VBT, though. But I appreciate you doing it because I used to do it with you guys. When this game was the other way around, I would obsess about shit like that. That's why we changed the way the game works, because my brain is not designed to be at your end of this game. My brain is designed to be at this end of this game. If I were at your end of the game, I would ask 100 questions about the various angles of the shape of the thing I'm looking at and not move on in my life. Super Robert says, is it in the shape of an animal? Yes. Is it alive? Ooh, Maria's playing. Fun. And Maria has not seen this image, by the way. Yes, it is alive. Is it man-made? Again, Stephanie, no. It's an actual photograph of real stuff. No. Is it alive? Yes, I said yes. Is the subject edible? No, not in the way you're asking. See, I gotta be careful. Okay, the subject is oh, I'm sorry, I asked that question. Is the animal a mammal? Yes, Robert. We're looking at a mammals. Robert's good at this. I think of all the people that I play against on this game, Robert kicks ass. Could you look at the photo and then whisper what it is? Yes. But that's always true, honey. What the fuck does that mean? Could you look at the photo? It's a waffle made out of barbecue sauce. See, that's not what it is, by the way, but that's my example of why that's a weird question. Yeah, the answer is yes, hun. Yes. Is it a pet? Sort of. Is the subject male or female? Irrelevant. It really is. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about that. Sierra Monday. Don't obsess about that. Is the animal wild or domestic? Domestic. But I kind of waffled on pet, as you just heard from Robert's question. And for Sierra Monday, the subject, male or female, is irrelevant to the thing. Because ooh have two brains here. Oh, there's two people talking. That's right. Do most people have this animal, or is it common? Most people do not. And no, I guess. Is the animal prey? Good question, honey. No. I like that you're playing, baby. Is it considered livestock? No. And keep in mind now, I might as well remind you now to the new people. Almost spit beer off from Maria's question. It was pretty funny. Remember, there's always something a little weird about it. It's never as simple as it's a picture of a pizza. It's obviously not a picture of a pizza. I just said that. There's always something weird about it. So don't obsess. Get the pizza part. Use our example, and then move on to find out what's weird about the pizza. Again, it's not a pizza. Is it real or caricature? It's real. Sierra Monday. Yeah, maybe you came in late. This is an actual photograph of there are features in the picture. It's a photograph of stuff that exists, that if you were there when the photograph was taken, you could have seen this situation, this thing. Yeah, so it's not a drawing. It's not cartoon. It's not SpongeBob. The good example of is not SpongeBob. It's an actual picture of a sponge under the ocean off of Tarpon Springs, Florida. If you got that reference, thank you. Is this thing sold on the black market? And if so, I have a friend that wants to know deets. No, honey. Not that I know of. Not that I know of. Hooves? No hooves. No hooves in the picture. Good job, Stephanie. Boom, Stephanie. While you guys are all cracking wise, Stephanie just eliminated every animal with hooves. And Sarah just got rid of anything that's like a cartoon or something. While you guys are all being smartasses with my wife. Could it fit in a bread box, this animal? And I haven't really answered on this the framing of the image. But let's go with the animal. And the answer is no, it could not fit in a bread box. Is it named Bob? Sure. That's irrelevant. But fuck, yeah, it's Bob. No, it's not. I don't know. It's irrelevant. Yeah, SpongeBob, I get it. Still one of the best written shows on television. If you are a beer nerd, like I know a few of you are, and watch my shows, we're doing the regular Space Dust. So. Okay. Oh, no new questions. More time to me to sit back and relax and do nothing. Oh, another question. Pause. No pause. Fur or feather? No. There we go. Now we're rocking it. Can it be found at a zoo? Robert, when the answer comes, you're going to see why I'm pausing here. It can be found in a place where animals are enclosed and on display. There you go. I think, yeah, there you go. I'm happy with that. My wife, is 1 out of every 4 videos online this creature? No, honey. It's not porn. God, my wife, her obsession with porn, it's just, honey, come on. I wonder what 1 out of every 4, I mean, I made my little jokey joke, but honey, did you have an idea there that you're going for? Is there a 1 out of every 4 videos? A particular dog, maybe? Yeah. Ooh, I said dog. Does it have a long tail? Kind of, yeah. No. Not the way you're asking. Walks on 4 legs? No. Ooh. There's an animal in this image. We've already established that it's not a hooved animal, and it doesn't walk on 4 legs. I wonder why it doesn't walk on 4 legs. It's not a hooved animal. Phoebe, every now and then I'm going to call out people that ask really good questions that kick the can down the road. Wait. Whatever. Water or terrestrial? Sierra asked that in a yes-no way. I will not answer. Don't you dare break the rules, Sierra Mundi, with your extra superfluous eye. How dare you? It's a yes-no game. It's a weird ringing coming from next door. What is that? Oh. Is it a water animal? Yes. There you go. That's how you do it, Sierra. Veronica's laughing. It's a water animal. Okay, you're finally narrowing down on one of the major parts. I think I'm actually hearing my show. Honey, are you watching my show in the bedroom? Because I can kind of hear, which is fine. It's kind of funny to hear me talking. Is it a primate? No, no. Does it walk on 4 fins? No, honey. Is it a type of whale? No. Does it swim? Yes. Walk on 4 fins. Dolphin. Yes, Sierra Monday. There is a dolphin in this picture. There you go. But that's not it. Is it a mammal? It's a dolphin, guys. Everybody write that down. Write the word dolphin on your next comment so I know you're all caught up. We've established the image I'm looking at is of a dolphin. It's not of a manatee, Dan. Don't be a smartass. Pretty sure you're just fucking with me. It's a dolphin. Now we go to what's unique about what's going on. Where are we? We're at 7:05. We're okay. I'm going to wrap it up in 10 minutes. Okay, dolphin. Is it flipper? It doesn't. Irrelevant, Robert. Come on. Yes. I mean, no, I don't know because that was a TV show and it's like, yeah. Okay. Is the dolphin wearing any clothes? No. Is the dolphin in the water? Yes. It'd be kind of a cruel picture if it wasn't, Robert. No, it's a dolphin at a barbecue restaurant. It's a dolphin getting tacos at a taco cart truck here in Northeast LA. By the way, honey, if we don't have tacos, that'd be good. Does it undulate? Irrelevant to the image. Womanity. It's a dolphin, Dan. Next week we might change the game back to how it used to be. But I used to have so much stress at the end of the game where you guys look at the image that my wife usually chose over at the event page. I would end the show angry almost every night. And I only got it correct like 30% of the time. It was so frustrating. Whereas this way, somebody almost always gets it, right? But I kind of want to go back to maybe next week we'll do What's It with Brian, and I'll ask Maria to choose an image and put it on the event page. Is the dolphin alone? No, VBT. Is it wearing a wig? No. Jenna out of nowhere, Coffee McDrunkerson, wearing a wig. How stoned are you, Jenna? In my world, all dolphins wear wigs. Oh. It's not wearing a wig. Where are we in time? We're okay. I want to shut things down here in 7 minutes, roughly. So, naked mole rat in a... Oh, that was last week, right? Naked mole rat in a wig, right? Somebody got that. Was that you that got that? I don't know. No, Robert got that, right? Oh, no, Robert beat me in the... Whatever. I drank the liquor department again. Jenna, you got to stop drinking the liquor department. Or you got to let me know where you work, because I think you're in the Midwest, right, Jenna? So, right? So that I can come in and help you drink it. I drank the liquor department. Okay. It's not a naked mole rat in a wog. How drunk are you people? No, I got popsicles, clam chowder. Oh, you did. That was last week. Yeah. That's the image that I put on this week. VBT says, is a dolphin with another dolphin? No. Only Veronica's taking the game seriously. And for that, she should be applauded. Speaking of being applauded, I've been watching Blackadder, all 4 seasons of it, and really enjoying it. I'm almost done with the World War I era of it. I almost kind of wish Rowan Atkinson and Hugh Laurie... Is Stephen Fry still alive? He passed away, didn't he? Would get together and do like one more season of like of a Blackadder character from like the current generation. That'd be kind of cool. Is a dolphin facing its fears? Maybe. Honey. Is a dolphin on an old TV show? No. Sierra, somebody asked if it's Flipper. It's not Flipper. Is a dolphin being ridden by a human a la SeaWorld? No. Rowan Atkinson is great, isn't he? Is the dolphin doing something weird? No. The dolphin is fine. Hugh Laurie was in Blackadder. Yeah, he was in the World War I season, when they're in the trenches. He was also in the he was in the season where it was he was King George. He was Prince Regent King George in the one where it was Prince Regent King George. The son of King George, the one that went nutso in America. Well, not because of us, but that King George, his son was named Regent. All right, I'm sorry. Yes, he was, Veronica. Hugh Laurie was in at least 2 or 3. And my favorite part of Blackadder is when Rick Mayall shows up, always as the same character. He's always called Flash, and he's this crazy over-the-top guy who just is all about sex. And he walks in the room, and his hands on his hips. And go look it up. Rick Mayall, may he rest in peace. Blackadder, you'll laugh your ass off. Oh, it's so funny. People are getting applause for a comment, and I'm missing it. Hugh Laurie was in Blackadder. Yes. Chicago. Yes. I'm in at Mayher down the street from Sarah Ben. Oh, are you? Okay. Are you going over their house to party? A monkey is riding the dolphin. I like the way you phrased that. That was great, Rick. No. Quite the reach, by the way. I'll have to rewatch. It's awesome. He's the king, he's the Prince Regent on the third season. The first season is when Blackadder's the medieval second son of Richard. The second season is when he's this guy that knows the Queen and Elizabeth I. The second one, he's like he's the butler to the Prince Regent. And the fourth one, he's a captain in the trenches in World War I. Okay. Enough about that. Right? Good one, Robert. Good recommendation. Check out what Robert just said. That's funny too. Dolphin interpreted dancing. No, he's not. We got to get back to my game here. Is there some weird dolphin lovemaking happening? To my wife's question, is there some weird dolphin lovemaking happening? Kind of. Yeah, Mr. Bean is great. The best part of Mr. Bean is when the show started, he literally, a spotlight showed up and he dropped the character and then he got up and kind of wandered off. They never explained it, and Rowan Atkinson, I don't think is on record explaining it. It's just that Mr. Bean, the character, was literally dropped on Earth from who the fuck knows. And that made it kind of funny. That's essentially a clown character that he was playing. Is the dolphin blowhole plugged with a kazoo? It is not. But as I got to rough things, I'm going to rush things a bit, guys, because we kind of got to get wrapped up here. Is a dolphin riding a human? No, Robert, but I will add more information. There's a human involved. Okay, there we go. There's a human involved, guys. There's a dolphin in this image and another. Look how cool my key light looks on my hair. I'm always worried that this key light isn't doing its job, but see how the top of my hair is like blue? Robert, you appreciate my key light. Rick, other performer types that have been under theater lighting, you appreciate my key light. Is the dolphin humping a human person? I hope not. No. Is the human riding a saddle dolphin? No. Is the dolphin kissing a human? No. But good question, Sierra, because that's a common photograph, right? The dolphin comes up, you reach down and kiss, you get a little. But yeah, good question. Remember, we're going to put this rule into order soon where if you just go off and just guess, like Sierra just did, and you're wrong, then you're out. I look beautiful. Thank you. Except for the weird way you spelled beautiful. Right? Because the key light. Robert, I learned that from you. I didn't. I learned that in high school in TV class, but still, I'm giving you credit. Thanks for the recommendation, Robert Stewart. Robert. Oh, it's very funny. Go check it out. Is there a blue cow? Oh, God, Jenna. Is there a blue cow? No, Jenna. Who has their fun hat right now? I'm not giving it to you, Jenna, because I refuse. Even though you made Veronica laugh, I still refuse. Yes, Jenna. I might have to give her the fun hat now. Is the dolphin Frenching a pufferfish? No. VVT, I had it. Is the dolphin mounting a young lady? No, honey. And please stop bringing our private life into this. Key light, NCIS. It's the light right above an artist's head. It's what's making my hair kind of blue. It helps bring my head out from the background. See how the side of my skull has a blue glow to it? Key light. Where are we at time? We got to wrap things up, guys, because Crystal and the Fox Love's going on. Okay, I'm going to start giving hyperactive clues. Honey, I'm going to send this image to you. How about that? Let's do that. That'll be fun. Hang on. I'm going to message this to Maria. There we go. Okay, Maria, I just sent you the image. So now Maria can answer with me. Maria, you're no longer obviously a contestant in the game. You're now looking at the image. There's a dolphin. There's a human. That's where we last were. I'm at a loss. There's a dolphin and a human. VBT has the fun hat? All right, cool. Well, what is the dolphin doing or the human doing? And by the way, my wife now has the image. So she will hopefully help me here. Where are we at time? I don't want to go too much longer, guys. Are they dancing? No. There's a big bug that just showed up. I don't think anyone's going to get it tonight. I want you to, though. I'm as anxious right now as if when the game was the other way when I was guessing. I really am. And I'm so glad. So whoever told me to put my glasses on, thank you, because I could totally see the chat, and they're not doing the photogray thing that I wish they didn't do. Wow, I didn't know if I texted it you would send me the pic. Yes. Honey, you didn't ask for it. I just sent it to you. Don't act like we're cheating here. Are they both doing the same thing? No. Maria, help me out with these answers. Is the human putting makeup on the dolphin? Maria, you can give extra special clues that are kind of more advanced. How about that? Take a letter, Maria. Address it from my heart. I don't know what that means. Are they at a bar? No. Okay. I honestly thought this image, by the way, I chose last week, and the clam chowder popsicle was the one we went with, and I almost chose this one instead, but I thought that'll be too easy. They'll get it right away. It's very basic. There's two characters in this frame. Boom, something's happening. Here we go. Are they doing something that would be normal if they weren't together? Wow. Maria, please answer Robert's question. Maria, can you please come outside? No. Come outside and grab the chair next to me and sit next to me just for a few minutes. Thank you. I'll see you in about a minute. I'm looking at the door. A dolphin walked into a bar. She's got to explain herself, I think. Maria, come out and explain yourself on camera. Please, honey. Please. Come on out. You look beautiful. You're beautiful. You look awesome. Is it a small child kissing a dolphin? Not exactly. Not exactly. But Maria, please come on out here, honey. Don't stop to put on a new shirt or any shirt. She walks around topless. It's weird. I like it, but it's weird. Coming out, baby. Maria, come on out, honey. You can't? Why not? Why not? You're literally in that building 5 feet from me. Walk out here, sit in this chair, and please explain yourself. Come on. You look beautiful. Come on out here. Is it a dolphin goosing a human? No. Is it a dolphin kissing a child? No. Is it a small child feeding a dolphin? No. I'm honestly surprised these glasses don't become sunglasses. I guess I have the light aimed perfectly. So remind me of this for Wednesday night, guys. Okay, Maria's not going to show her face. All right, Maria, gird your loins, because I can't believe you did that. Guys, my lovely wife, Maria, whom I love and cherish and will benefit immensely when I die, made the comment, it's definitely not a small child kissing a dolphin. And it's really not that, but that's so gosh darn close that I don't know why she said that, honey. I sent you the text because I wanted you to help me answer the questions, not give it away. It's not a small child kissing a dolphin, guys. A large person eating a fish taco, saving, lasting. It's none of that, Dan. And Maria's not 100% correct, but she's 95% correct. And that, quite frankly, irritated me a little. And by the way, for the record, I asked her to come out here to defend herself and her comment to you people. And I would literally move to my left. In fact, I'll do this right now. Maria, I have put space here for your body to come in with that chair and explain why you would say that. And maybe this is the show now. Maybe this is like waiting for my Jewish friends. You're waiting for Ezekiel, not Ezekiel. You're waiting. You put a place of setting out for God damn it, my Jewish friends. What's the person you put the food plate out for? You're waiting for Godot. Let's go with that. Thank you, Rick. I don't want the belt. You're not going to get the belt, honey. You get the belt when you ask for the belt. Honey, you get the belt when you ask for the belt. You know that. The belt's only when you want it, honey. You can say more belt, less belt. And I'm going to make this as creepy as possible until you come out here. If you want more belt, you know damn well I'll give you more belt. Even the buckle part. Do you want the buckle? Maria, do you want the buckle? Okay, Maria, we've established so much theatrical tension. You have to come out now. I love you, all due respect. Come on out. Explain your comment. We'll wrap the show up. We'll take a little break. We'll eat some pizza and some tacos. We'll watch Chris and Lynn and the Foxgloves. I'm eating. Bring your... Maria, seriously. You have to come out now. Come on. We've established this before. Theatrically, we've already presented the gun in the scene. The gun has to be used now. We've established the theatricality of the empty space of you being right here. I'm going to get the chair. You're going to come out here. I'm going to get the chair in a good place. And we're just going to talk about your answer, and then we're going to say goodnight. We're going to do a little goodbye stuff. Okay? This should not have taken this long. I can't believe it took this long. All right, that's my dog. All right, get over here. Here she comes. Get over here. Get over here. Don't you look timid. Don't look innocent. You're not innocent. Ladies and gentlemen, Maria Howard. Get it out. Get off the laughter out. Get it out.
You said you wanted to get going. Let's go fast.
Well, let me ask the question first. Let's establish the parameters. Mm-hmm. I wanted you involved because you're a funny, witty person whom I love and care for. Mm-hmm. And I'm getting tired and old, and I figured I'd get you or the daughter or the dog even involved. Careful over there. This wobbles.
Sorry, I was eating pizza.
This wobbles a bit. Were you eating my pizza?
No.
What pizza were you eating?
Your pizza has olives. I do not like them like that.
By the way, great advice. Bad advice. Here's great advice. You want to keep your pizza from your awesome pizzeria nearby, order a few ingredients that your wife and your daughter don't like on your pizza.
Tallulah will eat it, and she'll pick them off.
That's true. So I showed you a picture. By the way, no one has ever said it exactly correctly yet.
That's a kiss in my book.
No.
Oh, I'm the dolphin?
Yeah. Okay, come here. Aim toward me. Guys, if you're not a member of our OnlyFans, it's awesome, man. Just put your key in the bowl. Maria, I said, Maria, help me out with the fun. I wanted to involve you because it's fun when you're in the show.
Yeah, and I thought that was funny.
It was funny, but
And nobody got it.
they all got it. I made it a joke right away.
No, you didn't.
Yes, she's insulting you now.
No, I'm not. I did not see that everybody got it. I said it definitely isn't.
But then I immediately reacted to that because I knew it was, and they all caught on that. Okay, Maria just gave the cat out of the bag. Let the cat out of the bag.
See, they said it's licking the dolphin. They already knew.
You missed a comment.
See?
No, I didn't miss it.
Now who's?
Okay. So your idea of hurrying things along to help me out is just to give it away?
He said I got like 7 minutes or something. So I'm like, boom. I did say it's definitely not.
So we have no winner tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
I think I won.
You don't get to win. I sent you the image. Is that wine or water?
Water.
Why is it in a wine glass? It's kind of weird.
Because that had a wee bit of wine.
All right.
So I'm using the same glass. So I don't have to wash another glass.
All right, Irish girl. Okay, so here's the image. I'm going to show it to you guys over here.
Did I do it?
What's that?
I pressed a button.
Yeah, don't do that. No, I'm doing it here. There it is. Oh, there you go. I'm blocked now.
No, you have to be behind the picture.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Well, then you're the boy.
Wait, Maria for the win. Whee!
Okay, so Maria wins. I'll just stay behind the picture. Maria
Do
wins.
I get to pick anything from La Pharmacie?
Anything from La Pharmacie
Oh,
invention.
boy!
The dolphin looks like he's getting off, and that the dolphin's a pedophile. That's a joke I've been building to for about an hour now.
We don't know what's going on under the...
We don't.
We hope to God nothing is
But
happening.
why would he lick him? Why would he lick him? Why would the kid... Go ahead. Finish your thought. No, I like your thought. I've heard. Okay, I'm sorry.
I have heard that dolphins can get a little frisky and a little dangerous.
They're mammals. They get aroused. Their dicks get hard. Their hoo-haws get available.
Okay. All right. Settle down.
Do they get wet? Because
please.
It's biological. A girl has a vagina. A boy has a penis.
Stop. Okay, we want the house to sell next door. Okay, we
do we?
Yes.
Why?
Yes, it's good for us.
Why is it good for us?
Anyway, I kind of feel like that picture is a fake picture.
No, that looks really real.
I don't think
They
so.
went
What
to
do
a
you
dolphin encounter, and the kid they said kiss the dolphin, and the little boy went licky lick. Property values comps. That's true.
Yeah,
that's true, Rick. That's Rick, by the way. Midnight hat size is Rick.
I don't know. It kind of looks a little superimposed.
Oh, and Clay's here now, so the dolphin body shots at a Cancun bar. But it's a little kid. That's a real picture. You saying that's not real?
I don't
Again,
know.
guys?
I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think it's a real picture?
That's a real.
That's a real?
I'm shutting up because
you say...
No, I'm being respectful of the audience.
No, but did you say that's a real? Like a little Italian?
That's a real.
That was hilarious.
Wait, what are you saying, Dan? That was reflection in the water. Looks good. Yeah, it's a real image. And the boy just wanted to encounter the dolphin, and he did what little kids will do. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They licked, and then the mom took a picture, and they thought that was funny. Now, here's what you guys have to question, and maybe Maria questions too. When I try to find these images, I quickly take a noun and a verb, and I honestly just slap them together. I literally went dolphin sex. And a lot of the stuff I did not want to put on my show. And that one was the best one. I figured, fine. But I ended up going with the clam chowder popsicle. And I have no idea how that one showed up. I think I went with soup. I don't know what I did. I slapped words together.
Your search history must be hilarious.
My search history means I can never be elected to any public office.
Nope. I don't want your leadership.
I'm choking to death, and she's doing comedy, by the way.
There's nothing I can do. You're breathing.
By the way,
as you say, you're breathing. You're all right.
This is air quotes.
Yeah.
You did this.
Because of my hand.
Oh.
Because then it would look weird because I could only do this. You'd be like, what's that?
Well, I didn't want to give away
What's
your...
that?
You tell them
That's
that.
little Carl for
you.
you.
Brought it up. Little Carl.
I got a boo-boo.
She has a boo-boo.
On my hand.
Do I show it to the close-up camera?
No,
Okay.
because then Sarah and Rick and all the nurses will start to diagnose me.
We do have to wrap up. Guys, Kristen Lynn and the Foxgloves is on in 29 minutes. We're going to do a lot of great songs tonight over on Facebook. I already put the bona fides into the chat.
Yeah, see?
Rick
Rick knows.
Rick knows what it is.
There's
exactly.
single quotes.
Rick, come on over tomorrow or rubber hand, do whatever the fuck you're going to do. And an off book, please, off book. And Maria's usually at the chat. I'm usually at the chat. Maria shows up as on Facebook chats. You're Maria Howard.
When I'm invited.
Well, I think you're allowed to go to. I invite you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
And I'll be Brian Howard.
I'll be Maria.
Okay. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed tonight's Bad Advice show. Thank you for your continued patronage. Your continued patronage supports my wife's ability to put water into her wine glass. She has a job too. It's not just me. We're dinks. Well, no, we're not dinks. Dual income, one kid. D-I-O kid.
Dorks. We're dorks.
We're Diorks. We're Diorks. And we hope you had a good time. If you're new to Patreon, thank you all so very much.
We're single kid. Disc.
We're discs. So come on over to the Northern California Renaissance Fair. I'll be there.
I won't be there.
She will not be there. The next 4 weekends in beautiful Casa de Fruta, California. It's a lovely fair. It's a lovely time. Please come see my show. Stop by La Pharmacie de Invention. Use the promo code Brian Live. It's in the liner notes. In the liner notes, get a discount. I think it's 13% off, which is only for you guys, which are fobs. Okay? So thank you all so very much. I hope you had a lovely time at our show. Maria, why don't you say goodbye before I click goodbye?
Bye. Bye, everybody. It was so fun.